What's going on, friends? It is Ben with Bearded Spruce back for another video, and today we're actually swapping out our Sawstop blade. I've been using this blade for about 2 years now, maybe a little less, and it's been a while since I swapped it out, and I can tell it's getting dull because with harder wood that I'm cutting right now, it's actually lifting the piece of wood off of the table a little bit, and that's a good sign that I need to replace it. It would probably be okay with some sheet goods like plywood and that kind of stuff that I typically use this table saw for, but with the harder woods, I definitely need a fresh blade. So I'm gonna jump into how to replace this. Feel free to check out my other videos. I do tool reviews. I have one that I just released on this drill press. I have a review on this table saw itself. Then I have a bunch of DIY projects that I've done around the house to make your life easier with me learning how to do something and then showing you how. So check out those videos in my channel. I'll set a link right up here for you to check those out. But let's go ahead and jump in to how to disassemble and remove the old blade, and then we'll get to the new one. First of all, sorry about how messy the saw is. I use it quite a bit, and you can tell that by all the dust and the scratches and all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you're interested. I've had this table for about 3+ years now and use it on a regular basis. So let me know if you'd like an updated review. Just shoot that in the description below. I do have the 1-year review, but I've learned a lot since then, and obviously there's been a lot of miles on this. So first thing before you do anything to any tool, especially where there's a blade, is make sure that power cord is unplugged, as well as any of the switches should be completely off, just in case. Make sure everything is above board before you work on any tool. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this guy off, get that out of the way, and then this exposes all of the inner workings. It is quite dusty, like I mentioned before, but don't worry about that for now. So first thing, we're going to take this writhing knife off. You might have a writhing knife like I have, or you might have a blade cover. Either way, it's super easy to take off. You just take this lever, which is, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but you just pull it straight up. And I'm actually gonna move my blade up so it's a little easier to see. So like I mentioned, we're gonna take this guy, and usually it's down and it holds the writhing knife in place. I'm gonna bring this up so it loosens, just like that. Set that to the side, and then this exposes your blade right here. So last blade that I used was a Diablo 10-inch with 30 blades. I'm gonna try a little bit different one this time around, but make sure when you get this, or if you misplace them, you can probably order them on Amazon or contact Sawstop to get a new set. But basically what you're going to do is put this open side on the left hand side of the blade, and then grab this other side right here, and you're just going to loosen this. First you got to break it free. So you just break the nut, and then it should just hand spin off. Make sure when you're doing this, you hold on towards the end, because it's easy to drop all these pieces into the abyss of the dust collection. Then you have to fish that out. So we get the nut off, and then we're gonna slip this washer, and then we just pop the blade off. So take note that the blades are spinning towards you as you install it. So you don't want to do this where the blades are going away from you. You want to do it like that. So I'm going to grab my new blade. This blade is Rockport Ultrafine Finish. Like I said, I'm doing some hardwood, and I think this might do a little bit better than my current one. This one's 80 teeth. Before I had a 30 tooth for more, sheet goods and that kind of stuff, but I think this will do well. So again, the blades are going to be going towards you. Just slip this on, put the washer back on, and then we just put the nut back on again. Make sure that you don't drop it into the dust collection. Hand tighten, and then we're just going to do the same thing we just did. Slip that on there, and then just twist until it's nice and snug. Reinstall your writhing knife like that, and then stick your blade guard back in place, and you're good to go. So now that I have the new blade in place, let's test it out by plugging the saw in and getting it fired up. So after it goes through its diagnostics, make sure everything's all set up. We're ready to go. Guys, it really was that easy. That took me right around 6 minutes total, and part of that was explaining exactly what to do. I hope this was helpful. If it was, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have more videos coming out monthly, some tool reviews, and some other DIY projects that I have in the works coming up. Soon I'm going to be installing some luxury vinyl flooring up at our mountain house that's almost done, and showing off what's going on up there. So definitely stay tuned. And thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.